Okay, now this lesson right here was probably one of the earliest memories I have and things that I've wrote down because this will eventually be a book that I'm writing. And this was how connected everything is. And how you do one thing is how you do everything. And during my career, especially as a young kid getting there, I didn't understand this. I said that I would give my everything on the court no matter what. But when it came to classes, I don't know, I didn't have to make it to every class. And one thing that was set very straight the first time I missed a class or was thinking, or I wasn't in the class, coach sat me down, but he sat everyone down as a team. This was the first week of school. And he said, you guys are great players. Some of you guys are great athletes. You guys are going to do very well here. He's like, but understand you guys are here for school. And he said that if you guys can't go to class, because the rule was you don't miss class ever. In my first year, I did not miss a single class because of this concept and this lesson that he told us. He said that if I can't trust you, if you can't make it to class on time, being on time was a huge thing for him. This is why I'm always, if you're not 15 minutes early, you're late. That was how it worked with him. And he believed that everything was important. How you show up matters. You're setting the energetic tone for when you arrive. If you arrive late and rush, that didn't work. This was not possible. Showing up 5 minutes before the meeting, you're late. So he said, and I'll never forget, he said, if I can't trust you to get to class on time, I can't trust you to be in class, I can't trust you on the court. And we were all just like we want to miss class. And he told us that it's all connected. If you want to show up late because you're tired and you don't feel like going to class, then what makes you think that on the court when you're tired and that, how can you be trusted? And then that really brought up the pinpoint. How you do one thing is how you do everything. If you're very sloppy and messy everywhere, then probably you're sloppy and messy with what you do. And I'm one of the people who are super guilty of this. I have my stuff everywhere in my room. Some people are those people, maybe you're one of them, where you have everything mess and people are like, what on earth? How do you even find anything? But somehow you know where everything is, but from the outside, no one knows. And that's how I was. And at the same time, that maybe works for you, but when you're trying to get a lot of people in, for example, me trying to get people into the mastermind or into a course or just to the channel or to the Instagram, if it's messy on my standpoint, other people might have problems finding it. And even though you might be trustworthy and you might be, I know I can rely on them, but things are really messy, things are really confusing. And I found that as I started to go to class better, it made it easier to show up for training better. And as I did that, that became magnetic for other people around me. And I've heard many times how you do one thing is how you do everything. And that can be good, that can be bad. For me, I'm overkill. This is one thing that I'm very guilty of, is like I want to overdo something. I was a very perfectionist. I wanted it to be perfect. I want to stay in the gym till I make 10 shots in a row, no matter what. And this is a great mindset to have. But understand that everything is connected. So when things aren't working out in one area of your life, most of the time, as we talked about during the blocks, you usually need to look in another area and you'll figure it out exactly. Because during the season, I would see that as I was struggling in one part in basketball, I was usually struggling in another part as well. And most of the time for me, you can pinpoint it in your own life. For me, it was like I didn't really believe in myself. I thought I was just lucky. I just thought that I got a good grade on the test because I got lucky. I thought that certain doors opened up because I was lucky. I thought that I made that shot at the end of the game and it was lucky. And it was understanding that, no, I worked hard for this. I put myself in the right position and it worked. And whatever your strategy is trying to get your strategy lined up, because how you do one thing is how you do everything. One thing is how you do everything. The first way to do it is just to be aware of it. Ask yourself these questions. Do I really need to put this thing away that I just took out? Well, it doesn't really matter that much. But if you think about it, then maybe if you don't do it there, then maybe another part of your life, you'll do the same thing. Do I really have to do that extra 5 or 6 sets at the gym? And these things happen all the time. So how you do one thing is how you do everything. And when you have this mindset, you start to become aware of it. And you start to be aware of what's the pattern? Where are you struggling at? What is that thing that you're struggling at? And find out that there's something there. And one thing that I've definitely learned, and this is not part of the lesson, but this is kind of an undercurrent, is instead of looking at a problem here in your life and a problem there in your life and a problem here in your life, look at the pattern. Where's that pattern that's giving you the problem? Is it that you're not showing up 100%? Is it that you're really tired? You're not enthusiastic? What is it? What's that pattern of struggle? What is that pattern of behavior that's causing you to have those problems? And when it came to relating to being in school, being in class, I realized that, oh, I just need to love it more. I need to just love going to class more. So it was changing that pattern in my mind of like, okay, I love class. I got to go to class. This is going to help me to play basketball. Changing that framework made me show up for class all the time. Then I was 30 minutes early to every meeting, and everything got easier. I became someone, I turned into someone who demanded of people who were around me to be that way as well. We have the meeting at 5, you need to be there at 4:50. Like if you're out there at 4:57 when the meeting's at 5, what's going on? Does it not matter that much to you? And at the end of the day, you just need to understand that it matters. And how do you get the little things to matter? You realize that it's all connected. And when the little things matter, little thing matters, little thing matters, little thing matters, all of a sudden you've put together something big, and that big thing matters. So if there's one lesson to get out of this one, it's that understanding that everything's all connected, and how you do one thing is how you do everything, according to Coach Butcher. And I 100% back that up and believe it.